Jeremy had always been a man of routine. He woke up at the same time every day, ate the same breakfast, went to work, came home, watched TV, and went to bed. He never really thought about it. It was just the way things were. But one day, something changed. Jeremy was walking to work when he saw a group of children playing in the park. They were laughing and running around, carefree and happy. Jeremy couldn't help but smile as he watched them. It was then that he realized that life was too short to be so serious all the time. He started to notice things he had never noticed before. The way the sun shone through the trees, the sound of birds singing in the morning, the smell of freshly baked bread. He realized that he had been missing out on so much by being so focused on his routine. As he continued to explore the world around him, Jeremy began to feel more alive than ever before. He found himself smiling more often and feeling a sense of joy that he had never experienced. He realized that life was not just about going through the motions, but about truly living in the moment. With this newfound perspective, Jeremy felt like he could conquer anything that came his way. Jeremy decided to make a change. He started to take walks in the park during his lunch break. He tried new foods. He even signed up for a dance class. He was amazed at how much there was to experience in life. One day, Jeremy was sitting in a cafe sipping his coffee and reading a book when he overheard a conversation between two women at the next table. They were talking about a trip they had taken to Europe and all the amazing things they had seen and done. Jeremy felt a pang of envy. He'd always wanted to travel, but had never taken the time to do it. Jeremy spent the rest of the day thinking about the conversation he had overheard. He realized that he had been making excuses for not traveling for far too long. He'd always told himself that he didn't have the time or the money, but hearing those women talk about their trip made him realize that those were just excuses. He had the means to travel. He just needed to make it a priority. That night, Jeremy went home and booked a trip to Europe. He was nervous but excited. He had never done anything like this before. As he traveled through Europe, he saw things he'd only ever read about in books. He tried new foods, met new people, and had experiences he would never forget. When Jeremy returned home, he felt like a new person. He had a new appreciation for life and all the amazing things it had to offer. He realized that life was too short to be stuck in a routine. He started to live life to the fullest, trying new things and taking risks. Jeremy's friends and family noticed the change in him. He was happier, more outgoing, and more adventurous. They were amazed at how much he had grown and changed. Jeremy had always been a shy and reserved person, content with staying in his comfort zone. But one day, he realized that he was not truly living his life to the fullest. He made a conscious decision to step out of his comfort zone and try new things. He started traveling to new places, trying new foods and meeting new people. He discovered a passion for photography and started capturing the beauty of the world around him. With each new experience, he felt more alive and fulfilled than ever before. Years later, when Jeremy was an old man, he looked back on his life with no regrets. He had lived a full and happy life, filled with adventure and excitement. He knew that he had made the most of his time on Earth and that he had truly lived.